Hello and welcome. This is Ganga Modi. I watched Metro in Dino today morning, and here I am to present my honest review of the much awaited modern day ensemble by Anurag Basu. Just like how Life in a Metro in 2007 explored the tangled threads of urban relationships of its time, Metro in Dino attempts to do the same for today's fast paced, ever evolving world of connections and confusions. The film weaves together around four distinct stories, each unraveling simultaneously, slowly opening threads that interconnect just before the climax. Each narrative dives into different kinds of relationships, exploring modern dating trends, commitment phobia, socially awkward individuals, the quirks of online dating, and the sheer randomness of urban companionships. I won't delve into story details to avoid spoilers, but thematically, it covers ground that most of us will find familiar and oddly comforting. Let's begin with the strong points, the introduction. This is undoubtedly one of the best opening sequences Bollywood has delivered in recent times. In fact, at moments, it even feels sharper than life in a metro. The technical fineness, the pacing, and the crisp editing stand out right from the start. And of course, no metro film is complete without its music. Pritham returns with a solid album, offering not just variety but also versions of the same songs sung by different artists, enriching the narrative flow. Each story carries forward with a musical storytelling style that feels breezy and unhurried, especially until the interval, which at times reminded me of Jagga Jasus too. The ensemble cast includes Aditya Roy Kapoor, Sara Ali Khan, Pankaj Tripathi, Konkana Sen Sharma, Anupam Kher, Meena Gupta, Ali Fazal, and Fatima Sana Sheikh. My personal favorites were Aditya Roy Kapoor and Konkana Sen Sharma, both effortlessly compelling in every scene they occupy. Pankaj Tripathi's character is a challenging one. He delivers a steady performance, though I couldn't help but imagine how brilliantly Irfan Khan would have elevated that role. The rest of the cast fits in well and does justice to their respective arcs. Now, the first half glides along so smoothly that I didn't even realize when the interval came. But as the second half began, I sensed that every conflict introduced earlier might be leading towards neat resolutions. However, Basu sticks to the musical rhythm again in Act 2, and while the tunes are good, the pacing dips here. Tripathi's subplot becomes slightly patchy, and Aditya Roy Kapoor's arc takes a sudden leap that feels like a shortcut in screenwriting. Yet, the film manages to hold its ground thanks to its comic continuity and the clever interlinking of stories. Lines like, falling out of love is very normal, so why not fall again for the same person? And शादी में adjust करना पड़ता है reflect Anurag's sharp understanding of today's postmodern relationship dynamics. These moments deserves credit. They pack in humor, honesty, and a touch of philosophy. A particularly hilarious scene involving a husband-wife fight inside a car had the entire theater laughing out loud, which was one of the best funniest moments in the film. On the flip side, the conflict resolution segment involving Neena Gupta and Anupam Kher felt a bit too stacked, missing the organic charm that Dharmendra and Nafisa brought in the previous installment. Anupam Kher's character in particular suffers from underwhelming writing, which doesn't quite do justice to his capabilities. In the end, Metro Indino halts at each emotional station with heart, though sometimes it feels like the director boarded one train and ended up catching another at the next stop. It's a bit like trying to fix a leaky tap with Wi Fi instructions. Things feel sorted, but somehow still damply confusing. That said, it's a kind of confusion that's relatable, almost comforting, like most modern day emotions. Forgot to mention that Imtiaz Ali also has a cameo in the film, which can make anyone feel that he should not be acting anymore. He fits in well as a director only. Coming to the music, easily one of the film's strongest pillars. Songs like Man Ye Mera and Zamana Lage are already chartbusters. Others like Daginati Na Kadin Kaide Se, and Dil Ka Kya are brilliantly arranged and sound phenomenal on the big screen. This might just be one of the top albums of the year, and I won't be surprised if it bags the Mirchi Music Award. Though I admit that I don't really carry my faith in award ceremonies anymore. To wrap up, for its blend of love, soul stirring music, and urban chaos, Metro Indino is a bittersweet ride that's worth the watch. I would rate it 3 out of 5. For more honest reviews like this, subscribe to the Movie Truck and stay tuned. Thank you.